Welcome to the show. Sophisticated Ignorance. Chris and Corey. Let's go. Sit back, vibe, have a drink. We're about to get into it. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of laughs and a whole lot of ignorance, man. This one for the culture. So tap in, vibe out, grab a seat, you know what I'm saying? Make sure your house nice and clean, burn a candle. We're about to get into it. Yeah. Sophisticated Ignorance.
Welcome back.
Yes, sir. I don't even know what episode this is.
I think it's 23. Let's call it 23.
Yeah,
Let's call it
23.
23.
23.
Man.
You can't go wrong with that, Joy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tray.
Hey,
Yes.
you can't go
Y'all
wrong
know
with
what
that.
it is. We are definitely happy to be back, man. We know it's been a little minute away from the screen, away from your ears. We had some technical difficulties with Apple. You know, everybody dealing with some personal stuff, so we had to.
We fully staffed.
Yeah, we fully staffed, man. You know, as always,
fully staffed.
I am 1/3 of your ignorant host. My name is Chris.
I'm JJ.
Corey Mack, young
And
go.
we are sophisticated ignorance. Get some, yes, sir. Bang, 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 bang. Back with another banger.
So good, and I hear us being applauded.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. So as y'all know, the last couple episodes we didn't have my right hand man, 50 grand right here. JJ ain't been in the building, but he back. So you know we gonna turn up this episode a little bit, get you with some of that.
Nah, I ain't gotta do research. I ain't gotta be
Look.
on my shit 100%. You feel me? I can get my ignorance off.
Hey man, so let's, like always, man. Let's just go ahead and get into a quick recap. Sorry, I'm speaking so weird. I got a allergy issue going on, but anybody do anything special this weekend? How was your weekend, JJ?
It was really good. We had a memorial service at the house for my mother. We had a fish fry. It's Florida, so you know what they say. If you don't like the weather, wait 15 minutes. So like the tent collapsed because it was raining so hard, and I had the big fry out of there. So I almost thought I was about to blow up the house because the oil and water was hitting it. I had to kill the propane. We brought everything inside the house. When it cleared up, we went back out there. We played plenty splays.
Oh man,
plenty trash talk.
I bet.
So you know, I had to hit them with the ace. You know,
okay.
High house rules.
Come on, man, that prison shit.
How you play spades?
What Joker do
juice?
lose?
Okay.
Yeah. The traditional way.
Yeah. That's how I like to play. That's the only way I know how to play.
I like to get you out there in that water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let you think your little two or your little joker gonna get in.
And that 2 of diamond just come across.
Hurt me hard.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I didn't know Arcadia was south though.
Yeah, southwest.
I'm thinking it's towards Gainesville and it's down towards Fort
Myers.
Myers. I did not know that. Boy, you really from
the
country.
Yeah, I really am.
That boy talking about watermelon patches. I'm like, damn, that do sound like some North Florida shit.
Because like growing up, I had the little watermelons. I was in the watermelon field at the age of 10. So from like I remember one time I had asked my mom for some school clothes. She said, if you don't do it yourself, it won't get done. So look, I applied that principle for everything in life.
That's how it is.
I don't do it, it won't get done. So I appreciate her
Big facts
for that.
Yes, sir.
Big
Yes, sir.
facts.
Well,
So
yeah,
definitely, we glad to have you back, man.
I'm
Like
happy
every
to be
episode,
back.
we always, prayers for your family and things like that. We're just glad you're back, and it's something that I can't imagine going through, man. Honestly, I just commend you for continuing to keep pushing, man. I know your mother would want nothing but the best for you, so I'm just glad you're back, and the wheels back in motion.
For real.
What about yourself, boss man? What you get into this weekend? I seen you throwing stuff on the grill. Ain't tell nobody.
I threw something on the grill for the, the Floyd fight. You know what I'm saying? It was last minute because my wife was like, I want some some ribs and stuff. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'm going to throw something on there. I did that. You know
how
what
he overshadowed the part where he ain't tell nobody, right?
it'd be like,
bro, it was last minute, bro. And then I ain't want you to, drive all the way from your home out here to down there, Bradenton, Florida. Shit. You know what I'm saying? For some,
Man, the mashed potatoes was on there.
Oh,
I might have done that.
Oh, I did. I threw them on there. They was definitely on the menu.
how you did the mashed potatoes?
Hey, man, I don't know if you want to give a secret away, but them things be busting. I ain't gonna lie. Don't
To
do
me,
it.
I
Don't
do
do it.
either brown or red. I like red potatoes, but you boil them red potatoes up, you know what I'm saying, till they not too soft, but soft enough for you can stick a fork in and you pull and they just come off the fork. Put them in a little bowl, mash them, throw some heavy whipping cream in there, some sour cream, some butter. You know what I'm saying? Not too much salt, not too much pepper.
And I hit it with some chives too.
You feel me?
Hey.
Little child, little, you know what I'm saying? Partially at the end, just to, you know,
Jazz it up. Just to jazz it up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Little mozzarella, or, you know what I'm saying? Parmesan cheese, or whichever cheese you like. You know what I'm saying?
And I bust it down. I hit a little bit of complete seasoning on it too.
Yeah, I like mine thick. I don't like mine mashed potatoes runny. I like mine a little, you know what I'm saying, a little thick.
Texture to them too.
Yeah,
man. But over here ain't do nothing much. Just getting ready for baby number 2. You know, that's about
Congratulations.
it.
Countdown.
Yeah, man. Cleaning up and getting stuff ready. I lost the damn car seat.
Yeah.
How you lose a car seat? I don't know.
Well,
but
you tripping.
had to order another one. Well, it was
you almost in the clear though. You can't be doing shit like that during that pregnancy because you know the women boy when they pregnant boy.
Snappy.
Let's say I misplaced it, but you know
you peeing too hard in the bathroom. I can hear you out here.
Man, the pregnancy hormones be different, man.
I'm telling you,
I just be trying to be cool. Yep, whatever
and then
you need.
The cravings they get, like they want a pickle at like 3:12 at night, like
I think,
a.m.
bro, the craziest thing is she been craving like weird stuff. I think for whatever reason, cornstarch. Like I don't get cornstarch and ice.
I've seen that. I've seen them eat cornstarch and ice. To me,
but it's a specific type of ice though. She only want like the small cubes that you get from like Sonic.
Yeah,
crushed ice is like
crushed ice.
The good ice.
Yeah, that ice is good though. I ain't gonna cap. You can't be eating the ice, the big old chunks on the trays. It don't work the same, man. But yeah, man, that was my weekend. I just chilled, hung out with the fam. I ain't have to work, so I was good.
That's beautiful.
That's about it.
Truly beautiful.
Went out to eat with my mom, and that was it. But that's about it, man. Family stuff. Let's get into some fun stuff, man. If anybody out there doesn't know or lives under a rock or don't have social media all the time,
but my dog, he find a way.
He find a way.
Keep up to date.
Floyd Mayweather came out of semi-retirement, not really, to fight what's his name, Logan Paul in an 8-round exhibition. That wasn't the best fight of the night. Everybody was expecting Logan to get knocked out for some revenge, but I think it was a money grab, but it was decent entertainment. I feel like Ocho Cinco had the best fight of the night.
I go for that. Like
Ocho Cinco then Bottle Jack.
Bottle Jack had a good fight. But before we get you paid for the fight?
Oh, come on,
okay. I just wanted to make sure.
You know,
people got fire sticks and stuff.
I had a link too. I was not paying for it, but hey, man, whoever paid for it, hopefully it was worth the watch.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
It was underwhelming. It was underwhelming.
Chad impressed me more than
I honestly didn't think
above my expectations.
Like
above.
To me, like I it wasn't a secret for me because I football and stuff, and I kept up with people who were great at what they did. So his off season was conditioning. Him and another guy for the Tolbert, the fullback for the Carolina Panthers. Yeah. So I kept up with them. So I would have liked to seen Chad work the body and get in more, but he purely boxed.
Yeah. He trained boxing.
Yeah,
so,
and he didn't.
Decent.
To me,
he wasn't a Nate Robinson.
Yeah,
no.
He didn't throw punches and bunches. I'd have liked to see more.
If that was a score fight, I think he would have won, even though he got knocked down.
Of course.
But I think he would have won at least 3 of the rounds.
He won all 3 rounds, lost the 4th one due to the knockdown.
Yeah.
That's just
boxing.
Yeah.
And you're going to get hit regardless.
Right, give and take. You're going to get hit in boxing.
I've been seeing this go around, like people giving Logan Paul credit for fighting a real boxer. Do you give him any credit for getting in the ring?
No, because Floyd let him survive.
Yeah, I saw the clip where he literally knocked him out and he
was
caught him.
on the fucking ropes like, I'm tired.
He literally went to sleep when Floyd caught him.
You add traditional boxing to that, traditional boxing match. You add them last 4 rounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You add 9, 10, 11, 12.
Think about it.
He done in the night.
Conor McGregor barely made it. He got gassed.
He carried him.
Yeah.
And like I was telling people, like, you know, you got your partners and they was like, oh, he big if he catch him with one. And I'm like, look, you got to understand, Floyd processes fights differently. And I was telling him, look.
The whole first round, he was filling him out. The whole first round.
He's going to throw a punch to your midsection right here, right in this area, in your abdomen. And he's listening for a sound to see how this fight is going to go. And I saw him test him there a few times. So, like, when he throw that jab and he get down like this, he's going in there. It's a sound that you're looking for when you box, if anyone knows this. And through the whole, for the first 5 rounds, really the whole fight, he walked him down.
Yeah.
He literally walked him down. And Floyd has, like, 3 different styles. He has the peekaboo. My apology. He has the Philly shell. Then he can go orthodox. And then he did some peekaboo in there, too.
Yeah.
So, it's like he processes fights differently. But when you talk to your homeboys on the block or whatever, you explaining it to them, hey, this is how this is going to happen. This is how this goes down. Nah. I had my boxing gloves in the car, right?
No, you stay with them things.
Man.
Oh, I was trying to go somebody in the. Hey, let me show you what I'm talking about.
What
the old folks say?
bloop, bloop, bloop,
I can show you better than I can tell you. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Hands
I'm
on.
trying to put hands on somebody.
You know, them street fighters, they ain't good for about, what, 4 minutes? After
Yeah.
that, they gassed.
Bro,
Yeah,
standing
that's
in
it.
the corner jumping up and down for 3 minutes straight is hard.
Yeah, you gonna get gas. That's because
That's
it ain't
hard.
about stamina. It's about
Yeah.
endurance and stamina.
Yeah.
You need both.
Because
definitely
you can
need
be
both.
strong as you want to, strong as an ox, but if you miss
That's
that
why
one
heavyweight
punch,
fights don't be going that long.
Yeah.
You be tired.
out of position, this is open.
You get knocked out.
Come on.
That's why them heavier MMA fights don't last as long. The lighter weight, you know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
felters, you know what I'm saying? The welterweights last longer than them heavyweights. Because them heavyweights, you know, bro, I ain't got that tank to go 4-5 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
Get
I'm
kicked
finna
in the leg
we
and all
gonna
that.
end this in the second or third. Because I ain't got that gas.
I
You
need
feel
somebody
me?
to go to sleep fast.
Yeah, for real.
Immediately. Because I've been eating Popeyes and yeah.
My cardio is not where it's to be.
Yeah. But I was I ain't gonna say I was disappointed. I was more baffled at how Jake Paul was like, "Oh, he's 50-1 now," and I'm like, "Was we watching the same fucking fight?"
That's
Of
that
course.
powder.
Your
course
brother
that
ain't
powder.
win nothing.
Of course he gonna stand up for it, bro.
bro,
That's
he's supposed
expected,
to.
but
You feel me?
he not
But-
being realistic.
Come on, right? Let's be realistic now. Cause
I just want to see when he fight.
Tyrone Woodley.
Yeah, Woodley.
Woodley gonna put them things on him. Woodley is a
'Cause
real
he a
striker.
fighter, yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
real striker, and he trained boxing.
Yeah. So
I
it's-
mean, he's an MMA fighter, but he's a
he's
stand up.
yeah,
stand up.
He can wrestle too. He wrestled in college.
Yeah.
but
He got hands.
he wrestled at Missouri, but he's a boxer first.
I want to see this.
You know what I'm
fight.
saying? So
Yeah.
it's gonna
A
be a
striker.
good
Well,
one.
I mean,
Yeah.
and I guess in Jake's credit, he is going up in people who can fight now. I
No,
guess.
he's not. He knocked out Nate Robinson. You ain't getting no
No,
respect.
I'm saying
for
that don't
fighting
count.
a
I'm saying
basketball
like
player.
he's taking off actual fighters now.
Ben
he
Askren
not.
is not a striker. He's a wrestler.
He's still a fighter. I'm saying he hasn't gotten to a real legit boxer yet.
It's different. I don't know if you've seen the fight with Kamaru Usman and Gamebred, Jorge Masvidal. They're both well.
You know, you the expert. when this comes
Masvidal
to
is a striker, but Usman he wrestled. You know what I'm saying? He wrestled in college. He's more of a grappler. He didn't. Masvidal didn't think he was a striker because he never strikes because he take you down in his wrestling and ground and pound. Stood toe to toe with him. Boom, knocked his ass one punch. Knocked
him
his
out.
ass clean the fuck out because he wasn't.
He wasn't expecting it.
It's different. You know what I'm saying in MMA because MMA is different because it's so much that a person can do for you.
It's
you
very
do to you. So you thinking, should I defend stand up? Should I defend takedown? Should I defend submission? Where boxing is here. This hands.
it's just hands.
easy.
Yeah.
I know what I have to defend.
You gotta
You
worry
get
about
what I'm
everything.
saying? You don't have to worry about much in boxing.
It's various disciplines that you have to account for with MMA.
Because MMA, you can go in there throwing heavy. Now, if I'm a grappler, I'm a wrestler, and I know you like to throw heavy. Once I weave, I'm going for the takedown. Once I get you on the ground, a lot of people are not comfortable being on their back, fighting
They're not.
on their back. A lot of people are not comfortable. They're gonna panic.
Yeah.
That's what I want you to do. I want you to panic because
Because you're going to slip into that choke.
right, and you're exhausting yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
wasting
You're
more
losing
energy,
oxygen,
going crazy.
and you exhausting. Once I put you in that choke, couple seconds, you out of there. You know what I'm saying? It's different. I give respect to both, but MMA is definitely harder. But I give respect to you know what I'm saying.
Would you
boxers
fight one
too.
of them?
MMA?
Jake or Logan Paul? Would you fight one of them?
I fight both of theirs.
And I'd walk them down. Like literally, because you got to understand, both of them, in my opinion, need at bare minimum 10 amateur fights so they can actually see
The difference.
Because you got to understand, styles makes fights.
Yeah.
And to me, they're very bland. They're just big.
Yeah.
They're
Bulky.
big.
I don't
big
want no
guys.
handicap. I want to fight him. I would rather fight him in MMA because I don't want no handicap. I feel like, don't get me wrong, I respect boxing, but there's a handicap to it. You get what I'm saying?
Oh no, I want to take you out in that water and drown you because
You
you
feel-
know
but
I'm at home and I want to run. I'm running these numbers.
I want to get you out here, but see, I want you to think. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna slam you. I'm comfortable with fighting on my. If somebody slam me on the ground and mount me, I'm comfortable. Yeah. I know how to put somebody in the arm bar when I'm mounted. You know what I'm saying? Or I know how to get side control. I know how to sprawl and get out of a mount. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I want to fight you in something realistic because most street fights they want to throw for the face. You feel me? We get out here in a street fight.
You punch somebody
I'll punch you in the gut, chest. I'm gonna get you on the ground, and then I'm gonna try to armbar you.
It just the whole thing stops.
It's over, and that's the
whole
thing.
thing
Like
stops.
when I punch you in the stomach, hold on. No.
That's that punch I was talking about with Floyd.
Yeah.
When
Yeah, you hear that wind come out.
And that was my biggest thing
about. It sounds
about
like an inner tube going flat.
That was my biggest thing about like when we was younger in street fights. We out here fighting, and then I scoop your stupid ass and slam you on the neck. Oh no, ain't no slamming. Just throw hands.
No.
Bitch, he should know how to defend that.
It's a fight.
You get what I'm? You need to know how to defend that because everybody ain't gonna fight to your strength.
You're right.
You get what I'm saying? In boxing, I'm gonna fight to your strength because I have no choice.
Yeah.
MMA, I'm not gonna fight to your strength. If you come on now, if you your hands faster than mine, you good. You more better at stand up. I'm gonna take you to my domain. Yep. And now let me see if you can sprawl down.
Know how to kick.
Not to say that I don't have a stand up game. I just know I don't want to get hit.
Yeah,
I don't want to get hit.
He hit you with that good. Oh, y'all stop
right.
the fight.
I ain't trying to get hit. You get what I'm saying? I'm ready. I get hit too many times. Let me slam this motherfucker. Take it down here because you can't throw them things. Them things ain't gonna hurt from your back when you're on the ground trying to throw them things. You ain't got no power in them. You standing up, you get all that extension.
It's a different ball game.
It is, bro. It's different, bro. But like I said, I give respect to both, and that's what I think. Fighters got to give respect to both fighters. True, boxers got to give respect to MMA. MMA got to give respect to, you know what I'm saying, boxers,
I think we're going to see a lot
fighting.
more crossover. But the one thing I will say is they bring a lot of odds to boxing that people who don't watch it and money to
boxing
it. So.
is money. It's more money in boxing than it is in MMA.
Yeah.
Very much so.
That's why they going over there. So
it's more money.
If I can eat, I'm
MMA
going.
could pay. They can pay them
they
people.
Could.
They just choose not to.
Dana
White is raping their ass.
Of course he is.
Raping
That's what
their
Jake
ass.
Paul said.
Yeah, he is definitely raping their ass.
I mean, we could talk about this all day, but to get on to some more sports talk since it is playoff season and all that stuff. What's up with your Lakers, man? What happened?
I'm a New York Knicks fan. We got took out by Ice Cold Trey. But
Trey
I respect him because he was not
boy.
playing. But he came out there and smoked our ass. Yeah, right. He smoked us.
He said it's real quiet in this mug.
I was just happy we made it. Come on, bro. Yeah. How long it's been since the Knicks been in the playoffs?
Melo was there 10 years. Trust me, I know we're in the same boat. I just don't tell people that.
So I'm happy we made it in the
argue.
playoffs. You get that.
Tibbs just won Coach of the Year. I just feel like they missing a couple pieces, and also because they ahead of schedule. They weren't supposed to make the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
So
they
that's
wasn't
a blessing.
They made it, but
it's a blessing and it's a curse because now they gonna think they don't got to fix nothing.
Yeah. Well, when there's gaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just need one.
I'm mad Luka couldn't pull it off in Game 7. He ain't had no help.
But Kawhi went dumb.
He went dumb in Game 6.
Kawhi went dumb. He scored 73 points in 2 games.
Bro, he went stupid Game 6. He was
After Rondo was like, "Why the fuck you missed that damn free throw?"
He airballed
came back next game.
A wrap.
Bitch, he was not playing.
That's how LeBron was against the Celtics that year. He just went nuts.
LeBron ain't got no help. I don't care what nobody goddamn say. He should not be the only one scoring 20 plus points in a playoff game.
The only 2 people gonna be on that roster next year is LeBron and AD
and Kuzma.
Kuzma need to go, bro.
Kuzma scored. He
the worst 10, one other person people on the bench.
KCP was trash.
Bruh, Kuzma think he Michael Porter Jr. That's his problem. He think he Brandon Ingram. He not. He won't play his role. He just come in jacking. He a tall version of J.R. Smith.
All the boys trash.
The back end of J.R. Smith.
KCP, Alex Caruso.
KCP got hurt. I like Caruso. He just can't score. He a defensive guard.
He can't score. Goddamn Dennis Schroeder.
That boy talking about he won 100 M's. Well, you better go overseas.
I'm telling you.
You won 100 M's and you 0 for 9? No.
0 for 9. Ain't scored in a playoff game.
How long has that happened for a Laker?
Bro, it was years. I'm talking about like since like 1970 something or something.
And you won 100 mil,
first
huh?
one, bro. And to me, it looked like when LeBron was in Cleveland and he carried Jeff Green, George Hill, and them boys to the Eastern Conference Finals.
But that was nuts.
He won. He basically won. He won the East by himself.
Yeah. He did that for 8 years in a row, though.
One by himself.
4 of them years he was with the Heat, so not 8 years, but four in a row.
I mean, he had a stacked team with the Heat.
They lost in the finals to Golden State. Really, they should have got swept because they shouldn't have won that one game. They really got swept by Golden State. You know what I'm saying? Because Bron knew after that one game they weren't going to win another.
There's nothing you could do.
They were not.
That man had 51, 8, and 8, and still lost.
What can you do? You out there, the only one on your team scoring in double digits, bro.
This is in the finals. This ain't like it's the regular season where Melo and T-Mac used to drop 50 and lose, and they'd be like, bro, that
lets you know one person can't win the game by themselves. Because Jordan could drop that same stat line, and I guarantee you're not gonna win. If you don't have nobody else on out of that starting 5 that got 10 points or better, you're not gonna win.
It's nuts.
You're not gonna win because 51 don't add up to 100.
So what you saying? It's gonna be the Clippers and the Nets in the finals.
In the finals,
yeah,
bro. I really think for real, I think people. are sleeping hard right now on them Suns.
Oh yeah,
in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but Atlanta is going crazy right now.
That would be a fun series to watch back and forth.
Yeah,
that's why
I think Atlanta is going to beat Philly.
They can. If Joel Embiid don't play healthy, they could beat them.
I think they're going to beat Philly.
I like the Hawks and the Nets. Obviously, the Nets got the better players, but the Hawks can score with them. So it'll just go back and forth.
That's why they got more team chemistry on how to do it.
Yeah, and that's why I think Atlanta going to beat Philly.
Yeah.
Atlanta going to beat Philly.
If Joel Embiid don't score 40 a night, they're not going to win.
But they got who is that?
They got Bondagovic.
But Bondagovic is out there shooting.
They got
Collins is out there really balling.
What's the tall dude off the bench? Gallinari off the bench.
Yep.
They got Tony Snell, who was the first player
Capella
in the history.
out there talking that shit. Capella out there talking that shit. Yeah. So it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy.
All I know is I don't care no more because LeBron and Luka lost, but it don't matter.
I knew
it'd be like that sometimes.
Luka wasn't going really.
Man,
I knew John Morant and them boys wasn't gonna make it that far either because he bought Morant by himself. He can't.
Yeah, he can't do it by himself.
He out here. He making plays. He giving his assists, but it's nobody out there scoring on his team with him. You at least. To me, the most disappointing walk away from the playoffs was goddamn Portland, boy, because D. Lil was going the fuck off.
I think he need to leave.
He got to.
He got to go.
McCollum ain't show up this year.
That man put up 55 points. Ain't nobody else.
McCollum ain't show up. Melo showed up, but it's only so much he can do.
In that game, Melo he dropped 55, but ain't nobody do nothing.
You know what I'm saying? It's only so much.
This ain't Denver Nuggets Melo.
Right. This is a back end Melo who's about to retire in the next 3-4 years. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He might got 2 left.
Right.
Because LeBron got 2 left. Melo at least 1 year out earlier.
Yeah.
And that's if somebody want to sign him. So.
I mean, and that's the thing. If
he don't stay there.
Yeah, right. If Portland let him go, I think Melo gonna hang them.
I think it's done.
He done made the top 10 scoring. He can go ahead and call it a day. He gonna make the Hall of Fame. I wish he would have a ring.
That sucks. It's like a Charles Barkley scenario.
He should have took his ass to Chicago when he had a chance. It would have been him, Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah, Taj Gibson, Jimmy Butler, Luol Deng against the Miami Heat. It would have been that. That's what it would have been.
A battle for the East.
He was like, "Nah, I'm gonna take this check from New York."
True.
Rest is history. But anyway, talking about checks, that's enough sports. I want to talk about something funny, and I hope it's funny to you or you all and all the listeners. But people who like to steal, PPP fraud is a thing. And if you know who Pretty Ricky is, Baby Blue, one of the members of that
my boy getting locked up.
He has apparently pleaded guilty to conspiracy in a $24 million Paycheck Protection Program fraud case, in which he's allegedly had supposedly purchased a Ferrari and other assets with this money.
Yeah, he purchased a lot of bullshit.
I'm just trying to figure out how many people is involved with this, because I know he's not the only one.
Yeah, he's not the mastermind behind this.
It's a lot of people hitting on that PPP.
It's crazy though, but
hitting on
do you not know they're gonna trace it?
And that's the cool thing about it.
Once that COVID shit really get done, or halfway done,
everybody going to jail.
Hey, let's go back to this PPP shit, and now let's start seeing.
I don't understand though. It don't make any sense to me. This is worse than the lady who was buying houses and shit with hers. But at least she bought something she could sell, but she's still gonna get caught and go to jail. It's just funny.
Maybe you could clean it up. Hey, this was my mortgage company.
Something.
X, Y, and
you could
Z.
at least kind of fudge that.
Something. Yeah,
you go out and buying Ferraris and jewelry and stuff.
Dude, at least her crime made sense.
Yeah.
Hey, when you broke, man, you know what I'm saying.
The funniest thing about this article to me was,
but didn't he get shot though?
I didn't want to bring that up because of gun violence and all that stuff. We just left Mental Health Month, but that to me, that him getting shot and then this coming out brings a whole different light to why he might have been shot.
Yeah, because to me, this is you're right. This is injury to insult. But when you say it from that perspective,
think about it.
You ain't break us off, and we put you on,
and now all of a sudden, granted he got this popped up in October, but it's just being real. It's bringing back to the light now because of him getting shot. But just $24 million is a lot of money, depending on who was all involved. If somebody
and it's Miami. Come on, man.
And people don't play out there.
Right. And he ain't do it by himself. He had to, you know what I'm saying,
that's
fuck with somebody
funny.
who been doing it.
Yeah, he wasn't the lone gun.
The funniest part was him saying when he get out, he gonna be ripped up like
Gucci Man. And he said he gonna be right. He gonna be dropping them bars.
Delusions of grandeur.
Right.
All I know is if you gotta wait to get shot to drop a single, you obviously wasn't rapping about nothing before.
Yeah, you was cold.
You feel me?
He was cold.
He need that gimmick.
Yeah,
what better way to
that's
get
it.
a gimmick
Clout.
as a rapper than get shot?
Clout.
And
Yeah,
survive.
You feel me?
You're right.
Yeah.
So hey,
But-
he trying to do a Jake Paul.
I just think
that's the stimulus package right now.
Hey,
That's
shit, we need some clout.
oh shit. Hey, let's go beat up a Chick-fil-A horse.
I'll tell you.
Chick-fil-A cow.
Yeah.
See what
Fuck.
happened on video.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of rappers and stuff, y'all been following verses at all? It's been like a year anniversary. I know Swiss and Timberland did like a live versus at Club Live on Memorial Day weekend, and it brought up Bow Wow versus Soulja Boy. Now everybody been talking about Bow Wow versus Romeo, and it's like Romeo got one song, and I think
I mean, he got multiple songs, but he ain't got no hits.
Name one.
He got the man
Name
put
one.
out albums.
Name a song he got.
I don't know, but I know he got
Name a
songs
song.
because he obviously put out albums. He
Name
just
a
ain't
song.
got no hits.
Somebody said
you ever heard of this term? Landslide victory.
Yeah.
That's what that
That's
would
what
be.
that's what they're gonna be.
Somebody said Romeo will play ICDC college song every time.
Yeah. How
And
many
win.
how
It's
many
20
how many
songs,
songs
bro.
you know about Soulja Boy though? Besides "Kiss Me Through the Phone,"
At least 10. No,
pretty
probably 6.
boy swag.
right?
Hopped up out the bed.
She got a dome.
Yeah.
Okay,
Shake salt with it.
Y'all trick. Y'all.
okay.
Throw some D's on
and,
that.
and you these is old. You know he
It
done
don't
had
matter.
he done
Bow Wow-
had hits.
Yeah, Bow Wow ain't made a song
Recently.
in 10 years. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody worry about that.
I'm
We
just
talking
saying.
about when we was in high school, middle school.
I made it. The song with Drake.
Yeah. He got the song with Nicki Minaj too.
Yeah.
He done produced a lot of stuff.
True.
I'll take
It's a-
Bow Wow over Soulja Boy.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say no. Bow Wow got way more hits to pull from, but Soulja Boy got,
He got
like,
better features.
He got the club.
Soulja Boy got the
features.
club. And in
Soulja Boy do
verses,
got the club.
in verses, it don't matter about
Actually,
yo,
Soulja Boy just got that TikTok song out too.
Yeah, she make it clap. That
Yeah.
song.
Make
Like,
it clap.
I still feel like Bow Wow will win this, but Soulja Boy
mean,
got some points.
Yeah.
He gonna get a point for
He the
Crank
first
That.
rapper to ever do all this shit.
He the first rapper to talk through a cell phone
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
your face. He invented FaceTime. I give him that. He the first rapper to make a ringtone and make everybody want to buy it.
Yeah.
He started. Damn,
He revolutionized it. He used
did.
YouTube as his platform.
MySpace.
Okay.
Him and Sean Kingston that came off of MySpace.
Oh, yeah.
You forgot about Sean
Wow.
Kingston.
Dang, we old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was 2006, 2007. But Soulja Boy got some points. He wouldn't win, but I think it'll be like 13-7. I don't think it'll be a complete blowout.
I don't know.
But who knows? All I know is it would be funny to watch because Soulja Boy is a character.
Very much so.
Very much so.
He's entertaining.
Yeah,
Super entertaining.
I think they going back and forth trying
that nigga
to
say
build up.
Drake.
He
Like
stole my
Drake
whole
ain't
flow.
better than him. Don't like Drake ain't crushing him. Come like that nigga. Boy, that
Artist
nigga
of the
Soulja Boy
decade,
funny
dog.
as
Yeah,
fuck.
he funny.
Boy.
He
He
funny.
is funny as fuck.
But
Tiger had the best comeback.
hey,
I'm
Soulja Boy,
telling
he
you.
was wearing that Gucci headband for a good 3 years straight.
For a
The
minute.
same one.
I'm telling you,
It
the
had to
same
have
one.
a
He
nice-
funny though, dog. Y'all ever seen the video of him telling a story about a shootout in his house?
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
was like, I'm Big Draco, nigga. Bah, bah. Bitch, I seen another nigga hop over the counter and I was like, bro, what is
Like-
this nigga talking
Like
about?
John Woo was directing the shootout.
You feel me?
It probably was like, oh, it's them, pow, pow, and scared.
Dog,
He said
this
another
man
nigga kicked the
was
door in,
shooting
bitch.
everywhere.
Bah, bah. Fuck that. I dropped the clip, reloaded. I say, bro, what is this nigga talking about?
I think it was on Vlad too.
Yeah.
But anyway, that whole versus conversation brought up the whole potential of Pretty Ricky and B2K. Because Pretty Ricky put a video out talking about we do all y'all stuff better than y'all.
B2K
and challenge
smashed
them.
their ass.
Of course.
B2K smashed
I'm gonna tell
their
you
ass.
who would smash all of them in that era. Mario.
By himself, too.
He's been
By
in
himself.
shape. He still has his voice.
Yeah. By
He's
himself.
going
I
to
wouldn't-
dance
If
the
it's a
whole
individual,
entire concert.
I would like to see Mario versus
Sammy.
Omarion. Or Sammy only
Sammy.
got one song though.
yeah.
What?
I like it. That's it.
But he got more than that.
Name them.
As we got
But
older,
I'm
he
saying, as he got,
came.
Yeah.
he
But-
came after.
but come on.
After Mario fell off, Sammy came and took that bitch over.
You got to think about it. We talking about he got to have 20 songs though.
I
Yeah.
think he do. We just don't
I-
listen to
Well,
him.
if we did
True.
5 or 10, you right.
We
you
just
right,
don't
you
listen
right,
to
you
him.
Right, you
That
right.
would actually be
Because
like
I'm pretty sure he got some songs that get them women going
Yeah.
crazy. You
You
feel
right.
me?
You
You
right.
can go home right now and ask your wife about some Sammy songs. She gonna mention something that you ain't never heard
You
of
right.
because
You
we
absolutely
don't. I
right.
don't listen to them.
You're absolutely right.
I just feel weird listening to a male R&B dude.
I don't feel weird.
Unless
It's just
it's
like that's
old
my
school.
primary.
Unless it's old
Yeah.
school. You get what
It got to
I'm
be
saying?
like a Marvin Gaye, Smokey Robinson,
Yeah.
It's a time and
Bobby
place.
Womack.
But you
Johnny Gill type
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
You listen to
it'll be
Chris
there.
Brown. You consider that R&B?
I don't listen to Chris Brown.
I don't either.
I don't listen to Chris Brown unless he featured on a rap song.
That's pretty much what it is.
I don't listen to Chris Brown.
To me,
honestly say you right.
To me,
I do not. I will not pop in a Chris Brown album. Or you can go through any of my playlists on Apple Music and you will not find one Chris Brown song.
But it's not something I go back to,
right?
Because it's never a move for me to play it.
No,
like
I don't listen to Chris
I'm usually
Brown.
doing something sports wise or working out or something or playing a game. Like, it's no need for me to do it.
I don't have one.
And then
Chris Brown
even
song
if
on
you
my
make
phone.
a playlist for you and your old lady, it's more of, like y'all just said, old stuff. So.
I don't.
and then on top of it, Chris.
Who you shooting?
Oh, you just see me jump.
Hey, he's scared. He's scared.
Bitch, I thought niggas was shooting for real. Boy, I was finna open this closet.
Hey, this man hit the. Oh my god.
Boy, I've been drinking, just chill.
Oh
Boy, I
my
be ready
God.
to flush some shit.
You stupid. Are you finna get us all killed?
Boy, I'm
Shoot,
finna
you
open this
shoot
closet, boy. Oh.
like Soulja Boy.
Yes, sir, bitch.
And I
Get up-
reloaded the clip.
Big 30 round.
He had
yeah.
a speed loader in the bag.
You
man.
feel me, bro? But yeah, bro, I don't listen to Chris Brown, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Chris Brown to me would be someone you would watch live for his performance.
yeah.
That's true. I did that, and that was very good. I felt like I got my money's worth.
You went by
Because
yourself?
vocally,
Nah, me and my wife went for her birthday.
okay.
yeah, because vocally to me,
That's the only reason you even went.
Yeah.
Okay, I know.
that's it.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
only reason
That's
you
it.
going. You not finna go to the Chris Brown concert with your homeboy.
That would be weird.
That's like some Moonlight type
You
stuff.
feel me? Even if we was going for the hoes,
It's still
I'm
weird.
still not going.
Because they gonna look at you weird.
right.
Shit, y'all a couple. That's what that is.
I don't care what
Two
you say.
niggas talk about they came in for some hoes. Hell no.
Suspect.
You feel
I
me?
mean, even the lineup, the only person on the lineup that you could justify going to see that was a rapper was Tory Lanez. Even him still R&B. Some Ty Dolla $ign was there too.
I still don't even listen to that nigga.
Cause he a rapper singer. They all in that same rapper
Yeah.
singer vein. So
Yeah.
that was the only openers I remember. It was, somebody else was there too, but I can't remember. It wasn't important.
Whatever happened to Lil Zane?
Trash. He what that was
Hardball?
hardball song.
Yeah, that
That's
was
it.
it.
Money
That's
stretched
it.
like a rubber band.
Oh yeah.
Oh
That
no,
one.
I know what
I'll
happened to Lil
fuck-
Zane, Lil Wayne. That's what happened to him.
Yeah.
Wayne
Okay.
came out and nobody
He
cared.
wasn't fucking with him though.
But that's what- they
Wayne
came out
was
right
out before Lil Wayne. Wayne was out before
Zane
Zane.
was out. Zane was more popular first.
Yeah.
Right, but
Solo.
Wayne was already out.
But when Cash Money had to split with Juvie and everything was pressed on Wayne,
He took
and-
off.
A lot of people
Yeah.
sleep. A lot of people don't know about the suffix, the prefix. Wayne was already out. He
the
just
squad, the
Yeah.
He
drought.
was
I'm talking
just
about mainstream.
underground.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
mainstream.
yeah, he was just
Yeah.
underground. And
A lot
then
of
he
people
popped.
could say Wayne was really a mixtape rapper.
Yeah,
And I don't
He
even
really
have an
was.
argument with that. Because his mixtapes,
he was.
Because I
bar
remember,
none.
He started off with mixtapes.
bar
because
none.
I remember going to the classic, and I want to say in 03 and buying the squad mixtape with Lil Wayne. Yeah,
That's when he
Right.
really popped off, like when doing them squads,
Yeah.
squad mixtapes. He really it was like, okay, who the fuck is Lil Wayne? And then they let that nigga start featuring. They started
Once he got
featuring him
with
on
Manny
albums.
Fresh,
Yeah.
he got Manny Fresh as a rap.
Yeah,
Ooh, man, like
That Carter 1, that's still played today. I play that
Look.
a lot.
Even
I
before
need,
called Louis
I
the
need
Animal.
12 tracks produced by Manny Fresh and Juvenile. Like, I need that album in my life.
That'd be fire.
That'd be dumb fire, boy. Juvie ain't
Is
gonna
a
never
monster.
die, boy. You play back that ass up. I don't give a bitch. I don't give a damn if a bitch was born in 2000. Goddamn, what it is, 21. I don't give a fuck if a bitch was born in 2010. She know to drop that shit when
It's
back
about
that ass come
11-year-old.
on.
Hey, it's on.
You feel me? I don't give a damn.
We're joking, obviously.
Right.
Jokes,
Yeah.
jokes. Let's put that
It's
out
songs
You
like
know to
Shake,
drop that shit.
Shake What Your Mama Gave You, Juvenile back that up, and Uncle Luke pop that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Pop that
Yeah.
such coochie. Yeah.
They can be a freshman in college
Come
right
on,
now. And they
that
never
train.
heard
They go-
pop that. They hear that bitch in the club.
Somebody mama that's 50, they gonna go crazy.
They gonna get loose.
Yep.
They gonna get loose.
Yep.
They gonna get back into their little whole
Yeah,
bag.
a FAMU reunion or something like that. Class.
Man, it's gonna go nuts.
Yeah. Hey, it's
going off.
Don't disrespect Cook Me like that because we have reunions too, dog. They gonna stop overstepping us.
Any HBCU
Hey, man.
and that plays.
They'll be-
Whew, Black Beach Week in Daytona.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Black
You
Week.
know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It
They're
get live
gonna ban us from up there pretty soon. They ain't even
immediately. It get live. But
tried. I want to talk about some real stuff.
yeah,
let's go for it.
We 34 minutes in. We
Hey,
gotta
man,
hop in this
I ain't
topic.
mad
You know,
at it.
don't
I
give a
ain't
fuck,
mad
though.
at it, man. So
But-
it's been a while since
Yeah.
we've been around
Yeah,
each
we
other.
definitely gotta
You
catch
right.
up. We gotta
You
catch
right.
up.
We gotta get in.
So I figured, with
you
all
want me
the
to pop?
we just go ahead. Keep
Don't worry
it,
about
keep
it.
it classy. Keep it classy. But yeah, man, we just came out of Mental Health Month, and I feel like with all the stuff that each of us got going on and things like that, personal, relationship wise, job wise, anything that health wise, anything that fits in that category. I just felt like it was proper for us to kind of talk about a topic that I don't think black men in general, really discuss, and that's trauma and how we deal with that, how we process it, how it affects us in day-to-day life, and even in future stuff that we're trying to do. Like, I don't think we really sit down and, amongst each other at least, converse about it. And I know mental health is a big thing now. Obviously, they have a whole month for it, and more people are being brought to the mental health landscape of going to therapy or talking to somebody just to process your feelings right. But I just felt like we should talk about it. Go ahead and just talk about how we feel about it, all the stuff we could think about it. So I just want to start out by defining what trauma is, And according to my Googles, I'm using my MacBook, shout out Apple. Trauma is a deeply distressing or disturbing experience. Personal trauma, like a death of a child, something like that. And the second one is, obviously for physical injury from the medical field. But if you have a distressing or disturbing experience, that can obviously shape how you handle stuff
that's the trauma.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Like if you in a car accident, it's probably going to traumatize you when it comes to driving. If you have a significant other that passes, you probably going to be scared to date for a while and not know how to handle that type of stuff. So like, I'm going to answer for myself at first. I know me personally, I internalize a lot. I'm just getting to a point where I can say what's bothering me to the first time I'm asked and be honest about it. Because usually it's like, and it's an old adage, men, we get loved conditionally. So we're supposed to be, and you mentioned it before, it's 3 P's, right? Provider, protector, provision. And that's it.
Yeah.
People don't look at us as, let's ask him how he feels today. Or is he dealing with this? Or is he dealing with that? Or
you don't have trauma. Men are not allowed to have.
We're not allowed to do that.
We can't. We have a chink in our armor.
We always got to be just straight down. That's how it is. And it's unfortunate because now we're starting to see a lot of people, especially these rap artists, that deal with a lot of this stuff and talk about it. And I know we come from the era of people doing drugs in their music, but it's more profound now. It's like a way to escape. And like my first question is like, are there lessons in trauma, or is it just you deal with it and move on? Because I was always taught, you just deal with it and get over it and keep moving. But I never really looked at it, especially in a young age. I never really looked at what I learned from it until I got older.
It's lessons for trauma because honestly, people act a certain way because this is what preceded it. These are the type of behaviors. So honestly, like me and my mother, we sat down with a therapist and we talked about it because like. Some of them whooping she gave me, I'm like, Mama, this is slavery. Like how you beat me. Like she beat me legitly with a fan belt that came off a car. Like I still got the scars on my back from it. And so we were talking and she told me a story about how my uncle, God rest his soul, her brother, he asked for some extra gator tail and rice. And he fell asleep in it. My grandmother beat him with a buggy whip because he didn't eat all of his food. And I'm like, that's where that comes from because we're Southerners and it comes from, and they're from Georgia. Yeah. Rural Georgia, Moultrie. So for me, I understand why you would act that way. And even with myself, like I'd never feared consequences because I grew up in violence and I saw certain things. It was like made me desensitized to violence. Yeah. So for me, I didn't fear consequences. Like I started to fear consequences when I had my daughter. Later, I was like, all right, you can't make these type of moves. Yeah. And then when people passed away, I couldn't be like, hey, you hide this for me or take this, get rid of this for me. Yeah. So, like, I was, as a child, like, I was angry because, like, I got a lot of whoopings. And then being from Arcadia, Florida, racism is still a prevalent thing there. They fly their Confederate flags.
Oh, man.
And to me, the psychological trauma that comes behind it. So I was angry as a child. Because, like, to me, if you put your hand on me, you touch me, even still now to this day. Yeah.
You got a short trigger.
Oh, man, it's going to go
quick
left.
Trigger, I should say.
It's going to go left. Yeah. Like, but I've gotten better with the help of a therapist, sitting down and processing my emotions and my issues. Before, because I, like, internalizing, like, before, like, I'm finna go in your mouth.
Yeah. So you don't obviously have an issue with going to therapy because the old adage with black people is we go to church, we go to Jesus, we don't go to therapists. Yeah. And I feel like why you can't do both?
Exactly.
That's just
two things can be true.
Two things can be true because you can get a spiritual feeding or a spiritual I ain't gonna say cleansing, but like help from going to church, reading your word, all that stuff. That's perfectly good. Mm-hmm. But what happens when you got to deal with stuff emotionally and you don't know how to do it the right way? And like you said, it leads to whoopings and stuff of unruly nature, stuff that you like, damn, well, why are you doing this? Like, this don't make no sense.
At all.
And do you feel like that's like a generational thing? I know we kind of did generational
It's trauma,
curses
yes. It's psychological trauma.
It's like, this is what I know, so this is what I'm going to do.
Exactly. And like, me and my mama talked about it. And she said, yes, that was abuse. Mm-hmm. Me and her had that conversation.
All black children get abused.
Literally, bro.
I'm not even gonna lie. That's probably a fact.
That's
probably
just
what
all black children get abused.
And like, bro, literally, we share some of the same. Like, I was talking to people who were born in Cleveland, and like, oh wow, that happened to you too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Me as well.
But where do y'all think that stems from? And you know, like
slavery. Like,
I was just about to go there.
Honestly,
Once you brought up the racism thing, and I didn't want to like jump that deep, that quick. But since you brought it up, we can go there. Like, do you feel like our ancestors are learned how to discipline through that and just carry it over?
Of course.
Because guess what? That's what got results.
Yeah.
So if they beat us like this and it tamed us,
yeah,
why would I not do that to my? If I'm trying to tame my offspring, why would I not do what, you know what I'm saying, like tame me or what I seen work?
Talking about,
You know what I'm saying?
It's a psychological trauma. It's a psychological trauma and fear saying, hey, this big black man cannot protect you. Mm-hmm. Or whatever what you think is going to save you from this, it is not. So you're going to adhere to what I am telling you.
And it's good and bad. It's good and bad for that, because I was just talking to my wife the other day, and she was like, "Oh, the kids are scared of you. That they come and ask me stuff, and I tell them to go ask you, and they don't want to ask you." And I'm like, "They supposed to fear me, but at the end of the day, I do want them to come and ask me stuff. I don't want them to be scared of asking me stuff.
It's more so
I am gonna be right. I'm gonna be stern. You just gonna know I don't play that around this block.
Yeah.
And it's gonna when I don't expect them to understand it now in a few years from now, but when they get older and they think about something or go through something, they're gonna be like, damn, my daddy prepared me for this through this.
It like, cause I sit down with certain people, I'm like, you flex about that?
Right.
Bitch, that was a Tuesday for me. Like, what? Come on, what? Do better than that.
You know what I'm saying?
That was my next point.
Because it makes you, it builds up a callous in you.
A callous and character.
Is there good things and bad things that come from trauma? Obviously, the bad
Perseverance.
The bad can be, you know, you having social anxiety, being afraid of doing certain things because of how you were introduced or dealt with during that certain circumstance. But like you just said, the good in the negative or the silver lining, it builds character. You know, you understand how to deal with stuff at an earlier age. But is it also something that's positive? Like,
it's generational based.
Should that even be okay?
It's generational based because everybody ain't
built the same way.
It's different, right? It's generational based, more of a perception based. You know what I'm saying? Thing too, because I feel like the whoopings I got or the way I was raised prepared me for life, whereas some people like this generation now ain't with that whooping and all that type shit. So they're really not prepared once they graduate high school and this real life hit their ass.
Yeah. It's a difference.
You learn that ain't nobody out here holding your hand no more. You don't know how to function. Like it's
different.
It's different. I feel like our way, our upbringing, bro. Like it's sad to say that generation has died. Like that tradition, that way of tradition has died.
That disciplinarian standpoint, because you got a lot of people who. I remember growing up anyway, you see somebody get yoked up in a grocery store.
Oh, yeah.
I have as an adult, I've never seen it.
And guess what? Yeah. Everybody minding their business.
Right.
Yep.
I remember one time I got a whooping that I deserved. I had stole one of them all sport watches from the Dollar Tree. Mm-hmm. My mama beat me when she found out, took me in the store, and beat me again. God rest his soul, Patrick was there. He was like, the lady ain't no rather to call the police or get your mama an award. Like, bro, I didn't touch anything else.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
see, that could have saved you in the long run. Like, exactly. Imagine she never did that, you start stealing cars.
Exactly.
So it's like some stuff is obviously granted, but some things could not be, which
because I earned that one.
That's the balance in life, I think.
That ass whooping I can say was justified because you ain't got you stealing something you don't need. Is basically a nice toy watch, but is it food? Is it provisions?
Yeah.
Something that's going to help you or better the family. That's why I said with the PPP loan and the lady with the houses. Okay, that makes sense.
Get it. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's crazy too because we was getting abused, but we didn't see it as abuse.
Yeah.
You
It was
get what
just
I'm saying?
discipline.
And it wasn't really abuse. Wasn't big back then. It wasn't taught in school like it was taught today.
And I guess,
you know what I'm saying?
And 10 years before that, you could slap your wife in the 70s. What is a child having rights? Get out of here.
Yeah.
With the way the Department of Children and Families is today, you can't do nothing without getting your kid snatched. Like people will call, people can randomly call, knowing your address, if they see something they don't like, and be like, "Oh, I want a welfare check on a kid at such and such place because I saw this," and they'll just pop up, come in your crib, and go. And I'm like, bro, it's just, I get it, but at the same time, it's also, I think it's a cultural thing too, because let's say you got a Jamaican parent, they discipline you differently than somebody that's from Germany or somebody that's from the States. Like, it's a completely different way of parenting. It's like, you don't talk to your parents a certain way. There's a certain level of respect you got to have no matter what. But on the opposite side, it's like the kids aren't raised that way. And I don't want to make it a whole black and white thing, but sometimes it is. Like,
it really is. It's
white
cultural.
people raise their kids in their culture differently than African parents, Asian parents, all sorts of different races, not just black and white, but it's completely different. That's
whatever culture you're you know what I'm saying, you're susceptible to, because you know you got white people who grew up in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
You right.
Because you have no control over
where you gonna be born.
Where you gonna be born or where you live. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw this white lady yoke her child up and was cussing him out. I wanted to say, hey man, I understand you want him to be strong or whatever. Stop crying. X, Y, and Z don't do this. But you ain't got to cuss him like that. It's a child.
It is, but at the end of the day, true. What gets through? I was cussed at when I was a child, and I knew on your kid too. I knew the difference. I knew when my mom was serious and when my dad was serious and when they weren't. If you talking to me and you ain't cussing, I know I can skate. Yeah. I know I can skate.
But she was your MF or B. This she was.
Yeah, that ain't nothing.
But that's a little kid though. Yeah. I'm like, you ain't have to yoke him up like that.
Hey, I got that same shit, and it is what it is. Like, but it goes back to cultural love. That goes back to, you know what I'm saying.
Would you consider that tough love?
That's how you talk.
Because it's tough love, is it appropriate love? Because it also depends on whose perception and who's judging.
It is. Because I feel like I'm a big culprit of that shit. Because I be cussing my kids the fuck out, and it'd be like, damn. And why do I do it? Because that's what was done to me.
Yeah,
you get. That's how I was disciplined. I ain't cussing at you to be cussing at you, but like, get your motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? After I done told you multiple times nicely, and you still tripping. Like, my wife be like, oh, he's just a baby. He's just 2. He's be 3. You know, my son will be 3 in February. But it's like, if you can tell that motherfucker to go put that in the trash, and he go put it in the trash. He know how to come up to you and ask for popsicles and all this. He has an understanding, bro.
Right.
They know what I'm saying. At some point,
you get what I'm saying. But you got to think of it like this: they're developing, they're learning, so they're catching on. You get what I'm saying? So I ain't letting shit slide. My daughter's 7. My daughter's smart as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, we be in there arguing. She, why are you and daddy? She know if we yelling, we argue. You get what I'm saying? So she's like, why are you guys arguing? So now me and my wife be like, damn.
You got to figure out a way to
talk. We need to go outside.
My daughter 3, she be like, guys, calm down. And we just be talking. Like, my wife's loud, I
but they can feel that tone.
We're not even arguing. She's like, no, guys, be quiet. And I'm like, we got to explain to her, we're not arguing. We just loud. So they know what's going on.
Right. Right.
That's the tonality of it.
And it's crazy because I know I'm giving my kids at the same, but you know it go hand in hand. I know I'm giving my kids negative trauma, but I'm also giving them positive trauma. The thing that I think parents or people have to come to terms with when it comes to trauma is that trauma it's inevitable. Yeah. You're gonna have trauma.
It depends on
how are you going to persevere through it? How are you going to let that trauma affect you in your day-to-day life?
What's the thing? Life is 90% of things that happen, or 10% that happens to you, and 90% of how you react to it. So, like, I think you're absolutely right. Like, when it comes to things happening to you, it can either break you or make you. In a sense,
you could easily sit down. You could take the easy road out. Like, when my dad passed, I could take the easy road and just sat there and just dwelled in him passing and me tripping off losing somebody that close to me. But at the end of the day, I got responsibility. I got people.
I got to take care of.
I got to take care of myself.
Back to what you were saying about the cause and effect of when you have your daughter. Excuse me. Everything you do is going to affect her now.
Yeah.
Like, so you got to have time and a place to be able to deal with that, but process that life is going to keep going.
Yeah.
Which brings me to
It's
my
a
next
lesson
point.
in it. Like you said, it's a lesson in trauma, bro.
Do you feel like men handle it differently from women?
Oh, of course
Hell
we
yeah.
do. We're not,
But why?
because societal norms.
It's societal norms.
We've taught to
It's
be
what you're bred to do.
Yeah, we've taught to be, and especially like it's been a breaking process for African American men since day one.
What's that word term? It's called buck breaking, right? Something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, well, that's when
It's
they were
different.
raping.
That's
you.
when it was raping the dudes.
But
Excuse me, my bad.
we've been practicing stoicism here without knowing the actual tenements to do it healthy. Take it all in stride. Pray about it. It's gonna get better. Don't put your burdens on nobody else. Maybe I need to collab with you. Maybe I need to collab with you so you can tell me your experiences.
Because you might have went through this and I don't know, and I'm going through this and you don't know. We can help each other, but we both looking at each other like, he might look at me and think I'm soft.
Yeah.
Or
What
he might
goes on
think
in
I
this
can't
house
handle
stays in
this.
It's the
Yeah.
same thing. It's
Ooh,
the same
say
thing.
that one more time for the
What
people
goes
the
on
back.
in this house
Oh my
stays in
God,
this
I haven't
house.
heard
It's
that in
but
so
it's the
long.
same thing in a relationship too, because you might need help, but you don't want your wife to look at you as weak.
Yeah.
So you be like, fuck it, I'm just handle this shit by myself. You know what I'm saying? Or if your wife come to you and be like, oh, this bill got to get paid, you know you can't do it right now. But you ain't gonna let her know you can't do it, so you gonna exhaust your shit.
You're going to figure out some way to
You
do
gonna
it.
figure out something.
And it's almost like you build a crutch doing that because they think that it's a norm. So they can
Right.
do whatever.
But that goes back to those 3 P's.
Yeah.
Protector, provider, provision.
They gonna know you're gonna do whatever.
I
know you're gonna
I
do whatever.
literally had a girl tell me in college, Jamal, and my mom was like, JJ, you need to watch Sister Girl. Like, why you say that? She want a baby. So lo and behold, it come out. She was like, Jamal, if I were to ever get pregnant by anyone, I would want it to be you because I know you're gonna do what you're supposed to.
That's nuts.
You're gonna take care of me and the baby.
She didn't think about how.
Yeah.
Or when or why. Like we sitting here in the dorm room. What you talking about?
What she saw was me on the off seasons, like that time going to the watermelon field, working,
Doing what you gotta do.
going to school,
Yeah.
taking classes over the summer. Like, yeah, that's what she saw. It's like, hey, he gonna get it done if ain't nobody else gonna get it done.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like she saw a way out in a sense.
And like,
Is that what everybody see?
Yeah, you're right. I
Is
guess.
that what everybody see? Like, not to get off topic, we still going. We still on this trauma shit. But as I've been getting older, bro, there's a lot of shit that used to amuse me ain't amusing to me no more. And then I'm starting to understand shit.
why they do the why
In
they
the
do it.
midst of some shit happening, my understanding, like I'm like, damn, okay, now I get it. Like
my what tricked me into doing that, I just follow the money. Everything is related to money. Like when it comes to work, I look at it as money, and you understand why people do stupid shit. The government, everything is money.
Not even that. I'm talking about like just in every aspect of life, with friendships, meeting people, and everything. Like I've been slow to sit here and argue with a fool. Like I just let people be them. You know what I'm saying? And like now, like I look at somebody like, okay, this motherfucker act this way when they sober, and then when they get drunk, they act like this. Or when they're around these certain people, they don't speak up. They're timid.
Yeah,
But
they
then
get
when
brand
they get around
new.
these people, they this. And I be calling people out on that shit, like, cause I don't. I'm me. Like I've learned,
who
bro.
I am
I'm
the same
gonna
way.
be me,
Yeah.
and if a motherfucker don't like it, we
well.
can fight, or you can shut the fuck up. But I'm gonna
Yep.
be me.
Yep.
You get, and that's based on like traumas I've been going through that have made me to be this person I am. And it's like, bro, if my mama raised me to be this way, my daddy raised me to be this way, and I'm now putting this into my sons. If I'm out here not standing on that shit, like
Who am I?
who am I? Like, you get what I'm saying? I know who I am now. You get what I'm saying? Bitch,
I understand.
That took me back to that little situation I heard about this weekend.
Oh,
that
yeah,
you
yeah,
had,
yeah.
And then me and with old boy, and I was, cause like in my mind is this: you can talk, you may be bigger than me, you can talk all that shit you want to, but I think I told you about this. My mama took me to the bully and said, either you gonna whoop his ass or you gonna whoop my ass,
right?
And hit me across the look, bro.
Hey.
That's that trauma. That's that trigger. You may be big butchy, but I gotta do you.
Oh, and I was behind you. I was behind you on that shit all the way, because you
I
already
still
know
want
I'm
mine, too. I
about
still want
whatever.
it.
Just for the
I
listeners,
still want
If
mine.
my dog got problems, bitch, I got problems.
got problems.
And I don't
Straight
give a
up.
fuck what his issue is.
I have no clue what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume it was handled appropriately.
Not yet.
Nah,
but it will
because
be
he
one
gotta
day.
run me mine. I
it
don't
will
care
be
how
one
big,
day.
how small. You gotta run me mine, bro.
But that go back to Trump. Like,
I stand on that trauma.
Yeah,
I stand on that.
that's-
That's what shaped me.
and that's what I be like. people see the surface of the word trauma, or the meaning of the word trauma. It's deeper
than that.
Than that. It's trauma is every aspect of life, relationships, friendships.
It's not
what you do at work.
One thing that's going to just be that was the universal. One moment that made him do this.
Yeah,
because you born, like you said, you can't control where you born. Like I was watching a documentary the other day. I'm like, damn. How lucky was it that I wasn't born in a place where I can only use a boat to get around? Like I have a TV to watch. Like just think about that. All the people born every single day, you just happen to be born in America.
Yeah.
Code switching comes from trauma. Yes. You get what that code switching comes from trauma.
You better act this
feeling
way.
Uncomfortable in a room full of people that you feel are superior to you or under you. It don't matter. Either
or they're
way,
going to judge you based on what you say.
Right. Either way, it put a trauma in you that made you therefore adapt to become comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Or it gave you that adaptability to almost just know how to move in certain sections because you were you in this place before and somebody did something to make you feel like, oh, so this is how y'all gonna act when I do this. So okay.
Try to make you feel like being you is abnormal. But I'm gonna always be me. Just because me being me make you uncomfortable, I don't have to change me to make you feel pleased with yourself.
If you aren't comfortable with me, that's something on you.
You're a weirdo.
I haven't done anything to you but be myself. Bro, you just uncomfortable with yourself, so you don't like how I am.
Yeah. Last night, my wife's niece, she just graduated high school, the one I posted on Instagram and stuff. But she was like, "Oh, your family bougie. Y'all feel like y'all better than everybody." I say we not bougie. It's just we have confidence in ourselves. Like at the end of the day, she was like, "Oh, y'all feel like y'all better than people." I said, because I am better than majority of the motherfuckers who, you know what I'm saying, are put up against me. That's just life. I'm not finna downplay myself and say, oh, well, I am this. I worked this hard for this, but I ain't better than the next motherfucker. Motherfucker, yes, I am. That's why I'm going out there working that hard.
It's not even. I don't feel like that's even a cocky thing. It's just like if you ask KD who's the best basketball player, he gonna say me.
Yeah, I believe in me.
I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh no, she so and so better than me because we both put in the same amount of work. Watch it.
It's a difference between cocky and confident. It's a difference between being arrogant and being humble. At the end of the day, I'm gonna always pick me. I'm not gonna let a motherfucker failures or a motherfucker who's not in the position that they think they should be in affect me and my joy. Like I'm gonna take pride in my accomplishments. I'm gonna take pride in being where I'm at. You get what I'm saying? If I come around you and you feel like, man, this nigga think he better than us, that's you feeling like I've never said it. But if you ask me, I'm gonna confirm what you want to know. You get what I'm saying? And that's just it. That's how the dice roll. That's life.
Because the thing is, I am too old to be governed by the fear and stupidity of others.
My nigga, what?
Say that one more time for the people in the back.
I am too old to be governed by the fear and stupidity of others.
Straight up.
That's how it be.
That's just how that shit go, bro.
It's not my fault.
Because I've worked so hard to
We all got the same opportunities, but within that opportunity, how bad did you want it?
Yep. You know what? I'll do them better. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. We don't all have the same opportunities. We all have the same 24 hours.
Yeah.
Now go follow your strong suit. Follow your strong suit. Be great in the area that you're going to be great in.
Mm-hmm. Because I could have went down a lot of different roads. I ain't have to.
I think we all could
play child sports and all that. I chose to. Motherfuckers say, "Oh, I ain't had access to this." It's a public library. Yeah. You ride your bike everywhere else.
You
ain't want to ride your bike to the library and learn.
Yeah,
you can spend $10 on you on a dime bag.
Right.
You can go get your weave. You can go get your nails done. You can go put rims on your car.
But you ain't want to put that money towards something that was going to help you along in the future.
Opportunity cost. Okay, opportunity cost is the value you place on doing something else as opposed to doing something else, this thing, and then the end result of it. So basically how I explain it to my students is this. You can go outside. No, I take that back. They don't even go outside. My apologies.
Yeah.
You can get on the video games and you can play video games, but you know you got a test that's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
However, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you did all this video gaming.
And then
as opposed
about that test.
Exactly. And now you get an F.
Yep.
So guess what? The video games was more important as opposed to you sitting and studying for an hour, maybe even 15 minutes for a 4-day span.
Yep. Mm-hmm. What it say? Poor preparation.
Piss poor preparation.
Gives you something performance. Piss poor performance.
Piss poor preparation promotes piss poor performance.
Yeah. But I mean,
piss
I think y'all spot on.
Promotes pain.
I want to jump to this next thing, which is usually only discussed when you hear it. The first thing you think of is military, and that's PTSD, or for those who don't know, which I'm assuming everybody does, post traumatic stress disorder, and it's basically like you go through a traumatizing event, and then it's brought up to you again, and you have some kind of reaction towards it. I feel like the easiest way to explain that is like when vets have to put the signs up about fireworks.
Yeah.
It sounds like gunshots, and it brings them back.
I can relate to that.
It's a weird thing to say, probably, but correct me if I'm wrong. To me, that kind of sounds like the bad version of deja vu.
Yeah.
Like you remember something negative when you hear something, it triggers you or something like that. It's like a trigger. But I just want to know why I feel like it's only discussed with the military and not like these young dudes who I'll bring back to a rapper
because
example.
that's where it's most prevalent. I'm not gonna say that's where it's most prevalent. It is, but
it's not.
Society is taught to keep that mental shit in a box,
in a vacuum.
Like,
almost. It doesn't
don't
apply.
Speak on it.
Think about people in the hood who deal with gunfights and stuff every day. Like
all the time.
Lil Durk brother just got killed. Like a couple months ago, King Von got everybody close to him getting murdered. You don't think he deal with PTSD at times?
Imagine how PTSD can come from, you know what I'm saying, that single mother who get that damn eviction notice or that last goddamn pink paper for your water bill and her heart get to beating because she don't
Anxiety
know how
crazy,
to pay it because she probably just bought groceries.
Yep.
Yeah.
Grandma
getting whooped all the time by the husband. Yeah.
I said this a couple of
Grandma
episodes
asked
ago, bro. There should never be a time in this country or nowhere in the world where somebody has to decide, should I buy groceries or pay a bill?
Yeah.
That shit should not happen, dog. But
it happened.
It happens.
Day.
So we know what causes PTSD. We feel like we know what it is and what it means, but how do we obviously the trauma comes before PTSD, but how do we jump in front of the line that creates post-traumatic stress before it gets there? Like, is there a way to combat the trauma and help?
I feel like it is.
It's a way to deal with it so you don't have that.
Because you know how things
PTSD.
made you feel as a child. So like with me, like I try not to yell so much. I try and sit down. Even when I get angry, when I want to yell, I talk really calmly. Because for me,
I gotta do the same thing.
Yelling, that's the trigger. When I hear somebody yell, like I'm finna get off.
I'm the same.
I get
that shit is yelling, dog. Like even in relationships,
and
I don't do the arguing.
But it's levels to it. It's aspects to it. So in that aspect, you could jump in front of the curve. But like I be telling my wife, when it comes to the kids, you can't control life
everything. Experience.
So it's some PTSD that your kids are going to encounter or come into contact with that you cannot foresee.
Well, I'm talking about the stuff that you can help.
Stuff
you can't control them getting in a car accident if you're not there. That's nothing you can do. Even if you're there, somebody can.
But trauma that they get from friends, they gonna have a little boyfriend, a little girlfriend.
That's gonna break their heart.
R.I.P. Lil Loaded. Lil Loaded just killed himself over that shit.
Somebody gonna cheat on him.
Wow.
Yeah, he just killed himself over a chick.
Oh, that's
a rapper. All his money.
Yeah,
just offed himself over a chick.
That's tough.
It happens.
You got that, Ken? Well, hey, you look cute. I got 100. You
feel me?
But see, sometimes
everybody built different.
Everybody built different.
He might have really loved that girl, and he could not combat it. You feel he didn't know how to handle that emotion.
That's what I'm talking about when I talk about trauma. Even before we know it's trauma, when you deal with a breakup like that, or I'm just talking in relationship terms because that's what the subject brings. How do we know as young men, older men in general, like, okay, I'm feeling this way. I need to talk to somebody before I do something crazy.
We got to have those uncomfortable conversations, and
that's the part.
make it to where it's a safe space to have those conversations.
Yeah,
because it's like, all right, bro, you straight, you good.
They also got to feel like, but they got to understand what emotion is that they're feeling and how to explain it or even talk about it. Because there's some emotions you have and it just feel awkward to even talk about it. So you're going to be like, nah, it ain't nothing wrong with me. Because you don't know how to explain it or even know what you're feeling. And you don't want to be weird.
I think this might be a good topic, or not a good topic, but a good exercise for that. Like when you feel that way, hopefully, my kids will pick it up, but write it down.
Yeah.
Write it down. Like you don't have to have a diary or whatever you want to call it.
I keep one. I
do too. I believe in writing because it helped me clear my head.
Yeah.
But like if you feel in a certain way, just write it down. And then once you write it down, it'll help you understand how to explain it, or let the person you want to talk to about read it, and they can probably help you work through it. But like suicide is another thing it's like you don't know what somebody could be going through that'll make them just tip.
When they get to that point, you gotta understand like somebody really got to be going through some shit to off this. Like to even think about that shit is scary, but to actually go through with it, because you now in your head have come to terms that bitch,
you don't want to live.
This is it.
Not even that you don't want to live no more, but after this, it ain't no waking back up.
Yeah.
It's done.
Done, daughter.
I've
Forever
cashed
after this,
all my
nigga.
chips. Hey, I'm finished.
You have to be in a place to where, bitch, you feel that it ain't nothing that nobody can do, not even God himself, if that person chooses to believe that can help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that in itself is a big ass burden.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think for, you know what I'm saying, the culture, you know what I'm saying, black people, white people, whoever, it's just diversity, culture in general, for people to somehow combat PTSD, that shit has to start at the core, and you as the parent or the person has to realize or see the energy that you are giving off. You know what I'm saying? You have to govern yourself. You have to, so don't react when a situation comes, or when you're in a moment. You know what I'm saying? When the moment happens, sit there, digest it, and then take that couple seconds to digest it, and then
1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath.
Boom.
Impulse control.
Right.
Because that emotional
control.
response is what's gonna get you in trouble 90% of the time.
Mm-hmm. That's what's gonna get you
90%
fucked up.
Yeah, God knows I know.
Hey, because this thing about you with your kids, somebody say something crazy, the first thing you thinking is, oh, I'm about to let this have it.
Yeah.
But then you like, damn, my kid right here. What happens if he get one up on me? What happens if something happens? Some, you know,
And like I
you
kill this guy, something crazy. Like,
and my daughter see it. Then what? Like she's scared of me, or I'll go to jail, and now it's that split second that can make that determination, man. But I definitely think it's this is, you know, surface stuff that we kind of discussing, but I think it's definitely worth a dive into, even if you know, have young men around you, or, you know, men, period. Like, have a conversation with
even
your boys.
even young women. I think
very much so.
I think us as fathers of daughters, we cannot be scared to have those conversations with our daughter, because I ain't got no ill will towards my daughter. I don't want to touch my daughter, none of that. But at the end of the day, I want to talk to you about sex. I want to talk to you about what you're going through mentally, physically, all of it. Because I need to. I'm your father. I need to understand what is going on with you.
My adage is,
very much so.
You know what I'm
I'd
saying?
rather my daughter or my kids learn from me than somebody I don't know, because I don't know what you're telling them. Granted, they going to school, but I'm checking work, and if I don't agree with something, we're gonna go talk to the teacher and explain why. That's just me. It may be a little anal, but
And I don't
that's
want
just
my
me.
daughter
No, that you got to understand the how behind the why. Like,
I don't want my daughter to go out there and feel comfortable getting information from some other man.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know what I'm saying? And I don't know what that other man is feeding her.
If it's sex, drugs, whatever. If you 17, you at a party, I know you're gonna drink. If you mess, I'm not gonna be mad. I might be upset. I got to get
because I did it.
I did it.
Yeah,
I did it.
And
I ain't have
my blood in you. I know you gonna fuck up.
I ain't had nobody to come get me.
Next time, take an aspirin before you start. You'll be all right.
I'm telling you, eat before you do it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
Bitch, call me. I'm gonna come pick you up. Don't feel embarrassed because your daddy or your parent can't pick. Look,
for real.
Then at least I know.
But you safe.
You feel me? I don't give a fuck if you got blackout drunk.
The last thing I want to do is turn the news on and my kid on the news.
Yeah.
Or I can't find or something crazy happens.
Yeah,
you lose it, bro.
You might turn baby into a serial killer.
I'm a law-abiding citizen. That's going to be me.
Straight up.
Be offing people.
Come to the house and air that bitch out.
Man, I don't even want to think like that, but I hope y'all, you know, listening out there and watching this on YouTube, the message you got is, man, talk to your friends, talk to your loved ones, people who you consider close to you. Send them a text.
Don't be scared.
Mental
to be
health
you.
check. How you
don't
doing?
Be scared
What's going
to
on?
express you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Always be you first. No, not all bit. Know you. Be comfortable with who you are.
Yeah.
In any surrounding around anybody, just be you.
And let somebody know actually how you're feeling, so that can open up the conversation. Bro. Hey, I just don't feel like it today, and this is the reason why.
You don't know who going through what. I'll say it again. Like, man, you could have a homeboy who going through something with his old lady, and you went through it, but you ain't tell him, so he thinking he by himself.
Yeah.
And we ain't even get into what I wanted to really get into, the relationship dynamic.
We can part to it.
Like,
if you want to.
It's okay, you know what I'm saying, for your man to have moods. It's okay for your man to have trauma. Like, let these men open up, because when they don't open up, bro, that's what lead to other things.
A domestic situation, or
let them people open up,
or him cheating.
What you said at the beginning of this podcast, we need a safe space too. And if you in a relationship, that should be the person.
That should be your safe space.
Because the hard part with that is, if you're not committed to that person, you tell her something, she get mad, go spray you. You like, oh, I know I can't talk to her no more.
Look, man, I had that happen like with my god brother. his girlfriend grabbed his phone, went in the family group chat. Yeah, you better listen to them X, Y, and Z, la, la, la. She wrote a paragraph to the boy's mom and then put it on Facebook.
That's a no-no.
I was like,
social media
clout
again.
Yeah, that exactly. But and I don't understand that. So for me, as a man that's a little bit older and looking at her as a young woman, if you say he's X, Y, and Z, he's a bum, la da da, what does that say about you?
Yeah, you know this
that make you,
and he still probably.
It's a revolving door.
Exactly,
it's a revolving door. That's what you like.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? How you gonna spread what you like?
Hey,
hot meat kettle.
All that toxicity gonna go right to the next person.
Yeah, and then you got children that he loved and he's formed a bond with.
Yep.
That he picks up all the time. Hey, I need a ride, cuz, to go get the kids, da da da. And these ain't even his children.
Oh no.
And guess
I need a few dollars to make sure
them kids in that trauma down too, though.
Exactly.
Yep. Everybody involved.
Trauma. You pass that. Then that's why I say people have to be cognizant. They got to be aware of you're passing trauma without even know you're doing. Every interaction there's a passive energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to notice that energy that you're giving off. You're giving off a vibe every time.
What you always say, protect your energy.
Yeah. Protect your goddamn energy, bro. Because that's all you got at the end of the day. Yeah, that's all you got. You know what I'm saying? Once you get up in the age, once you get 30 and up, it ain't you start to see, you know what I'm saying, things that once was ain't no more.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And it's only now you looking like you said, you looking further down the line now because you know them damn tracks. You about to meet that damn wall. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have them ducks in a row. You feel me? You gotta move a little smarter. You gotta think a little different because your consequences, your actions now really have consequences behind them bitches.
Yeah.
That really matter. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, just stand on your shit. Stand on, you know what I'm saying? Stand on your manhood and keep that shit moving.
Yeah.
We miss anything, fellas?
Shit, the shout outs.
Yeah. I was gonna ask. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
Shit, do I got any shout outs? I really don't think I got none besides Mac Vision Photography, MACVisionPhotography.com. I think my wife doing specials right now.
Father's Day?
I'm pretty sure she is. You know what I'm saying? She's doing specials and stuff right now. And then other than that, I really ain't got, you know what I'm saying, no other man. Shout out to my dog being back. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
We miss my dog.
Yes, sir.
But other than that, man, I really ain't. Oh, yes, I do.
Look at you.
Boom. I got my own nonprofit organization about to start off. You know what I'm saying? Dope Kids. You feel me? About to kick it off. I don't want to say it's a mentoring group, but it's
a little bit of everything.
It's a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a place where people can, you know what I'm saying, single parents can bring their kids to get them, you know what I'm saying, have supervision while they're working. The kids to get out to meet other boys, interact, you know what I'm saying, to keep them away from high risk, you know what I'm saying,
a real safe space.
You know what I'm saying, a safe space for them. And then
let me go next. I got to pee.
You feel me? We indulge.
I can't hold it.
We training them.
Hey, that's what's up. But my shout out for this week is to a friend of the family, friend of the show. Her name is Jasmine. She's a licensed massage therapist. Her Instagram is Jasmine's_touch LLC. She just opened up her massage therapy appointments for everybody to come in and go ahead and get a good rub down. And JJ, go ahead, man. I got
all right. I have a shout out for my cousin Shannon Daniels. You can find her on Facebook. She has jewelry and other aesthetics for women and unisex for men as well. The page name is Braced by Shannon. So you guys go on there, support, check her out.
Hey, so shit. That's pretty much it. My dog had to go pee. We good?
Yeah, we good.
We good. So, hey, y'all already know your boys, you know what I'm saying, Sophisticated and Ignorant, Chris, JJ, Corey. We kick that content every week, dropping every Wednesday. We back in full rotation. Like, share, comment, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Man, follow us on everything, www.sophisticatedignorance.com. And until next time, I'm Chris. Shit. Well, he was Chris.
He's Chris.
I'm Corey.
I'm JJ.
And hey, man, we're going to catch y'all in the classroom next week. Peace.
Peace.